Hello there, my artistic friend. I bet you're looking for a new laptop for art and that's why you're here. Well, I made you a video covering the best laptops for artists in 2021. These laptops will be great for artists, for digital creation, for graphical design, photo editing, whatever artistic endeavor you're gonna go for. Please take note that I have done hours of research and I have even tested laptops and I know what is good and what is bad for an artist. But there is something I just understand. You're confused. Why? Because there are thousands of laptops out there in the market now in 2021. And it's very hard for an artist to know what the technical aspects of buying a laptop are, what specs you need, what type of screen you need for art, because screens are very important when it comes to color reproduction, color accuracy, and you need to know other things like, is the stylus gonna be good? Will it give you a true pen on paper feel? And you may not even want the stylus, maybe you want a laptop and you have your own drawing tablet. Well, I got you, and I'm gonna simplify all of that for you just in these top 5, and I'm gonna showcase which laptop is best for you. Now, there are so many details. If I dove into everything, it's gonna take hours to explain. So to simplify all that, I'm just gonna tell you which laptop suits you, which laptop doesn't suit you, the pros and cons of each laptop, and you will end this video having found exactly what you came here to look for. And I promise you that. And the links to all the laptops and products will be in the description below. Now let's not waste any of your special time and let's deep dive into that video. Oh hell yeah! Number 5. If you're looking for a cheap laptop for art, the MacBook Air with M1 chip is here to save you. Apple has long been known to be the best creator of laptops/computers that are focused on creatives. The only problem with their laptops, however, is none of them have a touchscreen plus stylus option. So for this art laptop, you are going to have to buy yourself a drawing tablet. You can check one of my best drawing tablet videos to help you with that. Now, I normally wouldn't recommend a non-touchscreen laptop for artists, but for this laptop I make an exception. Given its insane performance for the price, extreme durability and portability, and epic display, you can definitely skip out the touchscreen in exchange for that. You see, Apple have released an insane processor/CPU technology that makes it beat the competition by miles. So if I were you and I didn't want to spend over $1,000 on a laptop, the choice is simple. Get this laptop and you will never look back. The laptop has a whopping 20 hours of tested battery life, which is insane if you ask me. And the CPU is ludicrously insanely fast and will even allow you to edit 4K footage with ease. You get 8GB of RAM, however, it is not comparable to Windows laptops' RAM as Apple uses their own technology for RAM, making 8GB be a very good option for any user. Whereas if you had a Windows laptop, you'd prefer 16GB of RAM, but Apple are using this new technology which doesn't require you to have that much RAM. If that worries you, however, there is a 16GB RAM Apple MacBook Air Pro, which is just a luxury option that won't give noticeable performance benefits. Unless you want future-proofing, then it might be a good idea. You also have a very thin, portable light design with a great trackpad and keyboard. All is perfect with this laptop. And any good laptop for artists needs to have really good color accuracy and vibrancy, which is why Apple is loaded with it, with a LED lit IPS panel which covers 100% of the sRGB space, along with a quad HD resolution of 2560 by 1440 and an insane 98.7% DCI-P3 color space coverage. And as you may know, IPS screen panels are typically found only on great displays for artists that allow for high color reproduction capabilities and color accuracy as well as great viewing angles. So if you aren't too bothered about the touchscreen and prefer having your own drawing tablet to connect to the laptop, get this laptop without any hesitation and you will never regret it. Oh, and one more cool fact. This laptop doesn't even have those annoying fan sounds. It doesn't have any fans, so it will let you do your art peacefully without those annoying sounds. Number 4. The Lenovo C940 Plus. This is going to be the best affordable laptop for artists who are looking for a high-quality, reliable laptop with a touchscreen plus stylus option. The great thing with the Lenovo C940 is that it was tailor-made for creatives and artists in mind. Meaning, the touch display is fine-tuned to be accurate, responsive, and great for drawing on, offering a seamless pen-on-paper experience. This 2-in-1 laptop lets you flip the screen 360 and use it as a tablet, laptop, or as you like. And it also offers some really good specs for intense artwork, digital creation, or any type of video editing that you'd like to do. Now here are those insane specs it has. It has a beastly Intel i7 1065 G7 CPU, which is a very modern 10th generation performance CPU by Intel, which will knock down any programs you will be using from art to video editing to photo editing. 16GB of RAM, which is above my recommended 8GB of RAM for artists, and making it a perfect laptop for art and creativity and anything you need. It also has a 512GB SSD, fast storage which allows for a more fluid experience, and an insanely beautiful 4K IPS display with 139.3% of the sRGB coverage and an insane DCI-P3 color gamut at 98.7%, which is really a great insane number that is perfect for artists. This insane screen will help you fall in love with the art you create and express it to the fullest potential while having the advantage of the truest, most vibrant colors and accuracy. Now, the only downfall on this laptop is battery life. This beastly 4K screen on this laptop really eats a chunk out of the battery, leaving it with a sad 7 hours and 50 minutes of tested battery life, which is not too bad, but it's subpar compared to the others. Number 3. It's never been a better time to be alive to get access to these insane technologies and toys for us artists. Microsoft have newly released a new Surface Pro called the Surface Pro 8. This is definitely without doubt one of the best options out there for those looking for an insanely portable, small, compact, fast device to fuel their art. This comes shipped with the fastest and newest 11th generation of Intel i7 processors with the biggest performance bump in a very long while. It ships with an Intel 11th Gen i7 118G7 performance processor with built-in Xe graphics, 16GB of memory or 32 depending on your needs, which 16GB is enough for almost everyone out there. The 32GB RAM option is just for the highest end possible of creation, for those who use lots of layers and extremely high PPI resolution, and maybe for those who are into video editing would like 32GB of RAM. However, for most people, 16GB of RAM would be enough. And you get to choose between 256GB or 512GB or 1TB of storage, but if you would listen to me, I think you shouldn't really go too high because you'll be spending a lot for nothing. You could easily use an external hard drive which you could get very cheaply and store things on that. So don't stress or pay too much on the storage because you can always get external storage and connect it to your laptop. Now, another thing to know about this Surface Pro 8 is it only comes with USB-C slots like the Apple MacBook, which are the latest USB type. And it even comes with Windows 11 installed on it. That is cool. However, as with any luxury in life, when you get all the latest tech and cool features, it comes with a higher premium of price. However, worry not for those wanting the same type of Surface Pro tablet-like experience. You can get the Surface Pro 7 for a lesser price, but still strong enough to power your digital art dreams. So for those suffering price-wise, a wise choice will still be the Surface Pro 7. And of course, Microsoft maintain an insanely sharp, sleek look to their laptop, and the screen is a superbly beautiful 13-inch screen. The screen is really bright, vibrant, and definitely a power enough panel for creative professionals. It hits a nice 103% sRGB, 82.9% DCI-P3 coverage, a whopping 120Hz refresh rate. Normally you see that refresh rate only on gaming laptops, which will allow for a very fluid, fast and smooth experience, as well as an absolutely gorgeous 12-inch pixel sense display with a resolution of 2880 by 1920. That is right in the middle between 4K and 1440p. And Microsoft Surface Pro line is the most well-known in the world for artists and creatives. They all have great touchscreens and insanely accurate responsive pen-on-paper-like experience screens, for those looking for the most luxurious drawing experience, giving the best results. Their touchscreens are highly recommended for those who don't want to carry a drawing tablet around. And portability is a definite benefit when getting this laptop. Number 2. My personal favorite, the Microsoft Surface Book 3. The Microsoft Surface Book 3 is a lovely 15-inch laptop with a 3240 by 2160 resolution touchscreen. This lovely laptop has some insane 2-in-1 capabilities. You can flip the screen 360, or you could even detach the screen off the keyboard to get a tablet. I love that feature about this laptop. You can use it as a laptop or as a tablet for increased portability, and you get all the extra benefits of having a very fast Intel Core i7 CPU, the i7 1065G7, and you also get 1TB of SSD storage, you get 32GB of RAM, you get a Windows 10 Pro, you get a GeForce GTX 1660 Ti, which is a dedicated graphics card suitable for those who want the highest performance. You might want to do some gaming on that, or you would use that for video editing or for extremely intense 3D animation or 3D art. However, for most artists, you don't really need a dedicated graphics card. However, for those looking for the fastest option out there that might want to use something more sophisticated like 3D art, then you might want to look into getting a graphics card or dedicated graphics card laptop like this one. And of course, you get a Microsoft pen and you get a lovely touchscreen that works great with the stylus and gives you an amazing pen on paper like feel. When it comes to slots on this laptop, you get a USB, you get an SD card slot, and you get 2 USB ports. So you get all the ports you need, and you'll be good to go. Overall, a lovely laptop for artists. However, the only thing I dislike about this laptop is how expensive it can be. And if you're wondering about the screen colors, they aren't as good as the other options. You get a 100% sRGB coverage, and you get a 72% DCI-P3 color coverage. So honestly, this is a lovely, amazing laptop, and it's very great for artists. The stylus pen is amazing and insanely good, and the lovely thing is you can detach the whole screen to make for a standalone tablet, which is very great for portability. And you do get some tiny cons like the increased price. However, there are many different options for different price ranges. You can also get an i5 CPU, or you can get a 13-inch version of the Surface Book 3. That one won't have a dedicated graphics card, which will be better for those who don't need it. If you don't need it, don't get it, because it's just a waste of battery life. If you're gonna not be using the dedicated graphics card, or you won't be using such intensive creative programs like 4K video editing or like 3D art or 3D animation, then you don't really need a dedicated GPU. Number 1. The iPad Pro. Now, many will say that this is not a laptop, which I definitely agree to. However, when you look at the performance of the iPad Pro with M1 chip and you compare it to all the laptops out there, you'll find this amazing performance to price ratio, and you also get a lovely portable tablet which works also as a laptop, and you can attach a keyboard to it, and you get the macOS operating system for ease of use, and you get lots of lovely apps to go with this iPad Pro. So for artists, this is the most handy thing to have, because you can take it literally anywhere. You're going on a bus ride, a train ride, you're going out for a walk, you can take the iPad Pro with you, you can sketch out your drawings, you can draw in nature, so you can take this anywhere with you, which is really the best thing about art, is people like doing art in different places. So that's why I love this over anything else, and you do get insane performance, and you get insane battery life, and you get all the insane benefits that you're looking for. You can even edit 4K videos on an iPad Pro. That is if you get the one with the M1 chip, of course. I won't be talking too much about the details of the iPad Pro, but people love the stylus. They love how well it writes, it feels like pen on paper, and it's extremely responsive, and it has insane, lovely, lively colors. For anyone who wants the most portable artist tablet out there, this is definitely the way to go, and no one will regret their option after getting this. So that is all for the best laptops for artists in 2021. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And of course, if you're looking for any other things, you can check the video on the best drawing tablets for artists right here. And you can check the best drawing tablets with screens for artists right here. And of course, peace. Have a nice day. Goodbye.